Good afternoon. Once again, this Suidlanders message is not directed at Suidlanders, but at liberals, at those of you, of our fellows, that is to say, people, white South Africans, who believe the things that the Sunday Times and News 24 and Nelson Mandela and Cyril Ramaphosa, the University of Cape Town, and the People's Progressive Project for Equality and Justice in Albert Park in Durban have told you over the past 26, 30, 40 years. Even you must be appalled by the following. This was reported 2 months ago, on the 6th of November 2020, in the Sunday Times by Sabelo Skiti and Yavan Pijus. The headline goes, 3,000 mice, 550 guinea pigs, 4 rabbits dead as vaccine workers strike. Thousands of animals have been put down after workers refused to allow vets and staff to access them. The article, the body of the article reads, more than 3,000 mice, 550 guinea pigs and 4 rabbits had to be put down as striking workers prevented veterinarians and other staff to access them. From accessing them? I don't know about the English, but be that as it may, it goes on to read, the animals were at Onderstepoort Biological Products, a state-owned animal vaccine manufacturing company, as workers embarked on a strike and denied veterinarians and other staff access to them. As a result, their health deteriorated. ... So, the thing to discuss here is very clear. If you give it a minute's thought, you recognize that the real matter is not that the animals died. It's not even that people went on strike. It's that the government permitted striking workers to prevent animals from being fed. In other words, to directly ensure their deaths out of spite. This is the African National Congress of the new South Africa Rainbow Nation. It is a society in which one of the world's supposedly most noble governments, knowingly, there's no ways that they couldn't know that it was going on, and there's no ways that they could not, firstly they must have known that it was occurring, obviously. Even if it was not their own company, if it was not a state-owned enterprise, they must have known about the strike. And on top of that, there must have been vets and other kind of veterinary technicians who were pleading upwards for the lives of those animals. In fact, that's probably how the Sunday Times got to hear about it. Can you imagine the insufferable agony in which those animals perished? Not in a day, not instantaneously, not in an hour, not in a day. It possibly took them a week, 10 days, 2 weeks. Excuse me. Can you imagine how those poor animals endured days without food and water? Can you imagine the hunger pangs, the thirst, the swallowing of their own saliva to keep themselves hydrated in a vain kind of diminishing cycle. Man, what is wrong with you guys? What is it with you that you will still speak well of the order in which we live when it is ruled by, dictated by, an entity like the ANC, so rotten to its core that it wouldn't even go to the trouble of breaking the strike? Not from within the strikers, preferably yes, but using the police to break the strike. Just enough to allow the animals to be fed and watered. Hopefully, a video like this will strike a chord with some of you, because some of you really do care more for animals than human beings. You're kind of like the person who will buy eggs from an egg farm and drive past that egg farm and know that it has a corrugated iron roof. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm making a point in principle here. And know that egg farm has a corrugated iron roof. And know from years of Richard Attenborough movies or whatever you like, that each of those chickens, those laying hens, lives in a space this big. And that its claws constantly stand on thin wire mesh. That they live in the most terrible circumstances. And yet, buy those self-same eggs in a supermarket while criticizing your neighbor for not having a big enough chicken coop. And each chicken's got 10 square yards to itself or whatever. You're sick, man. You're sick people. Excuse me. But that's how you think. So God willing, this video will help you to understand the perversity of this paradigm in which we live. Better than if I'd made a video about people, about human beings, about Christianity, about identity, culture, your forefathers, your forebears, your history, traditions, and so on. Hopefully, this will sink in a little bit further. Idiots that you are. Anyway, thanks for listening. Dislike if you wish to dislike, by all means. And speak to you soon. Bye-bye.